Hello, Sim friends, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for taking time to watch my video. I super appreciate it. If this is your first time over to my channel, you should definitely hit that subscribe button and smash that like button, and then you should hit that little bell, and that way you'll get notifications every time I post new content. And in the future, there's going to be a lot of new content. So this is my Pink Queen Anne Victorian. It was inspired by a picture I saw on the internet. I was looking for pictures of Victorian houses, and so I saw this really cute pink Queen Anne, and then I saw another green one on Pinterest that I really liked, and so I kind of combined the two into this is what I created. And if you want to see that green one, you should check out my Pinterest page. That one, you can find me on Pinterest and on Instagram as justjurassic_snark. Super easy to find me, and then you can see the kind of things I pin if you're interested in that sort of thing. So first of all, I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I super appreciate that, so thank you so much. Again, I am a brand new channel, and when you subscribe, it really makes a big difference, so I really appreciate it. So this build is available to download on the gallery. It's called Pink Queen Anne, and if you search for the hashtag Victorian or hashtag Queen Anne, or more importantly, the hashtag Snark, you will be able to find it on the Sims 4 gallery. You can find any of the builds that I've done in a speed build video on YouTube under the hashtag Snark. So this house is 192,136 simoleons, which is a lot of money. But if you are downloading this house, that means you probably have a pretty big family to fill up those 4 bedrooms, and you probably have lots of money, or you're cheating, which is also fine because we all cheat. That's not a big deal. That's kind of what you're supposed to do sometimes. So yeah, so thanks for watching again. And if you are new to my channel or you're not new to my channel, either way, you should check out my new trailer, my new channel trailer that I made on the front page of my channel. So you should check that out. I'm super proud of it. I think it's really cool. So yeah, you should check it out. Also, I want to make a quick announcement before all of you stop watching. So don't stop watching just yet. I am really excited that I am going to be doing a Sims 4 medieval Let's Play. Yeah, it's going to be really cool. I already have some characters and storylines and builds in mind. I have all kinds of stuff planned. It's going to be really exciting. So I kind of got inspired by a couple of different things. I got inspired by something that Devin Bumpkin built, which I'm going to link down in the description box. I got inspired by going to the Bristol Renaissance Fair, and then I recently got into a lot of like mods and custom content, and I saw a lot of really cool stuff on there, and it all just kind of came together to inspire me to want to do a medieval Let's Play. And so yes, I am going to be using some custom content, but that's okay, because first what I'm going to do for all the builds that I'm going to do for the Let's Play, I'm going to build them first with no custom content. That way you will be able to find them on the gallery and download them and use them in your own stories and in your own, play scenarios. And then what I'm going to do is remodel them, and I'll probably just do a tour of the remodels because I don't think I'm going to be remodeling like a ton of stuff. Some builds I'll be remodeling a lot, some builds I won't be remodeling very much, but and that way you can see like the custom content that I chose to use, and so I'll link all of that in the descriptions for the videos so that if you want to get it, you'll be able to find it yourself. So yeah, I'm really excited, and then I'm going to be doing create a Sims to make the characters, and I'm going to be doing then the actual like Let's Plays, which is going to be great. And I don't want to give too much away, but there will be a kind of like a fight for the heir to the throne, like with a king and a queen, and there's going to be like an evil sorcerer and like a good witch or something. So I'm really excited about it. It's going to be super cool. So yeah, look out for that in the future. Again, if you haven't, hit that little bell next to the subscribe button because Yeah, that's how you'll know when all the new stuff comes up. I'm also going to be doing some like tutorials and that kind of stuff, especially when it comes to mods and custom content, because so I'm a member of the Sims 4 community parentheses official group on Facebook, and I've been noticing that a lot of folks are still kind of afraid of doing custom content or mods and that kind of stuff. So I wanted to maybe do some tutorials about like where to find custom content and mods, how to know if it's safe or not, how to scan it with your, um, your virus, your antivirus. Then how to put it in your game, how to find it in your game, and then how to get it back out of your game if you decide you don't want to use it anymore. So I think that'll be really helpful for a lot of folks who, don't really know about that kind of stuff. Because I know, like, if you go back and watch my first video, which was only like, 6 weeks ago, I like even said, like, I don't want to use custom content. I don't want to use mods. It's going to bug up my game. But that's not true. Now I have a ton of custom content. I have a ton, well, not a ton. I have a couple of mods that I've been using. Um, so yeah, um, I'll definitely do a tutorial so that you can see how to do that, maybe feel a little bit more comfortable about doing it yourself. Um, so yeah, so maybe we should talk about this build. So here you can see me struggling with the freezes. um, for some reason, again, like, I know I've said this before, but like, it's so weird, the rules around like the building system. So here I am trying to like remake the room so that the freeze doesn't pop inside. So then I even have to like build like this weird diagonal finagle room, and then I have to delete it back out again. So there I am deleting it out. And then the other side of the house, it just for some reason it pops inside, and there's doesn't seem to be anything I can do about it. So eventually I just undid all of the walls. Like I took down all of the walls for that room and then rebuilt them. And then all of a sudden, poof, there we go. Now it works. I have no idea why. I don't know. But finally I got it to work, so that's good, I guess. So I used I used that window a bunch of times. I love this window right here. It looks cooler from the other side. And then I used a lot of like the Parenthood pack windows. I thought about using the Cathedral window, but it doesn't make any sense at all. Neither does the Tudor window. So I got rid of that. I'm going to be using that a lot probably in the medieval pack, because I'm going to be in the medieval pack. I wish. um, the medieval Let's Plays, because a lot of the stuff, it's going to be kind of like, it takes place in Windenburg. It's going to be the Kingdom of Windenburg. So I'm going to be using a lot of the Get Together pack, because I'm kind of thinking, just like Windenburg is, it's supposed to be Germany, right? It's pretty obvious it's supposed to be Germany. At least it is to me. If you think it's not, tell me what you think it is. So I'm kind of basing it on like medieval German kind of architecture and style. So that should be cool. So I'll be using that a lot then. So yeah, I'm excited. So anyway, back to the build. So it's pretty cool. The first story is, your normal, living room, dining room, kitchen. Second story, obviously, bedrooms and bathrooms. The third story is where it gets exciting, because the third story has a bedroom in it, but also there's a passageway through the roof that leads to the third story of the turret. You can't get to the fourth story of the turret, sorry. But you can get to the third story in the turret, and it's kind of like a cool secret room. So that'll be really neat to use. And then you can see me here trying to figure out this column thing. I don't know why. I think it's because I had the freeze up. But on the house, when I put columns on the house, it wasn't doing 2-story columns. It would only do 1-story columns. So it looks kind of dumb. But I couldn't figure out how to fix it. And it looked even worse if I tried to use like the 9 key to raise a second column up, because it wasn't the right shape and then it was glitching through. So what are you gonna do? You can't win everything. There's no such thing as perfect, I guess. um, so, if you have ideas for like storylines for like a Sims 4 medieval mod, you should totally share them with me. I kind of already have an idea of what I want to do, but maybe I'll get inspired by something you put up, and then it'll be really cool for you to see it in the Let's Play. But I think one thing that I definitely could use help with is names, like medieval names. So if you have ideas for that, you should definitely put them down in the comments below, and I will definitely check those out. And then hopefully, maybe you'll see one of the names that you suggested in the Let's Play. That'd be cool. Yeah. Yeah. So, I was mentioning earlier that one of the things that had inspired me, is probably like my favorite speed build ever. I've watched it a bunch of times because I'm a big dork. Um, is Devin Bumpkin's like medieval village. He did it on like a 30 by 40 lot, and it's got like a tower bridge and like a witch's shop and like a noble's house and like a little pub and an inn, and there's like a pirate and like a pauper and a witch and like the people who live in the noble's house, and there's a knight, I think, and like there's a lady, I forget, does she own the pub? I don't remember, but anyway, it doesn't matter. um so it's really, really cool. I'm going to link it in the description below. I love to watch that video. Shout out to Devin Bumpkin. He's a really great builder. Um, yeah, and then you should also check out my channels page because, I link some of my favorite Sims builders there. And in case you're wondering how I put that pond in the back, we're not looking at it anymore. We're looking at the fences. But if you're wondering how I put that pond in the back, it's from the debug menu. And the way you get to the debug menu is you do, Control Shift C to bring the cheat box up, and then you type in bb.show hidden objects, all one word, and then you'll have access to all of the items in the game, everything that a sim could ever pick up or use, things out of the refrigerator, things from toy boxes, like the puppets from the puppet theater, like whatever. There's all kinds of stuff that's in there. And if you just go to the search box and type in debug, you'll see all of those items pop up. So that's how I found that. That's how I found like the fishing sign. That's where you can find like the weird magical tree. So yeah, here's that secret passage that goes to there she goes. Haha, it totally works. I was very excited when I figured that out. And I'm going to use this a bunch of times, and so should you. But you should totally link me when you do it. Because I figured it out, even though I'm sure I'm not the first person who figured it out. But anyway, so the debug menu is where you find some really cool items, and I use it again. I use it a bunch of times. I think it would be cool also to use the, unlocks entitlement to get the bookcase, like the bookshelf door that you get from the writer career, and use that to kind of hide the passageway that goes to the secret room in the turret. And the way that you would find that, the way you unlock like career rewards, it's the same kind of thing. You pull up the cheat box with Control Shift C, and then it's BB ignore gameplay unlocks entitlement. All one word, ignore gameplay unlocks entitlement. That's how you find all of like the hidden, career rewards. So that's pretty cool. So you can find those, and I use that a bunch of times in this build and just about like every build. I think everybody does it. So yeah, cool. I feel like I was in the middle of a thought and then I started talking about something else, and I don't remember what I was talking about again. Oh well. I was recently watching a video by Soph Sims, who you can also find on my channels page. And she was talking about how it's like it can be really difficult to fill the time in these videos because they can't be long. Like this one is long. This one's 30 minutes. Like I know, y'all. I know. I understand that it's very long, but I didn't want to do two videos because I didn't think that made sense. I just wanted to get it all done in like one fell swoop. But yeah, it can be difficult. And she was funny because she was kind of like complaining about how, not complaining, but she was like saying that she didn't like how her voiceover sounded. And it's so funny. I even commented on her video, like I watch her videos on purpose for her voiceovers because I think I just like her voice. I don't know what it is. Like her builds are good. Her voiceovers are great. I don't know. I don't know. That's just me. That's just my opinion. Maybe I'm weird. Um, yeah, I don't know. But if you want to check out some of the other, I only put like a few up, but some of the other like builders that I really enjoy watching, you should check out my channels page and see all that. Um, so yeah, it can be tough to fill the space. But that's okay. I'm gonna do my best. I have a degree in theater, so I talk a lot. Um, so yeah, so like I said, I was partially inspired to do, the medieval, build and like the medieval let's play because of, my trip to the Renaissance Fair recently. Um, and I really want to go. I wanted to go again. It's only going to be around for a couple more weeks, and I'm super disappointed because some of my friends are going again in 2 weekends, and I can't go. But it's because my mom is turning 70, so I'm going to be flying back to Massachusetts, where I'm from, and get to see some friends and family. So that's pretty cool. What that does mean, though, is that there will probably be no build that gets released next week. I originally wanted to do 2 videos a week. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. I have a full-time job. I work more than 40 hours a week. I'm like a senior manager, which, like, hooray for me. Pat myself on the back. But what that means is I just don't have a whole lot of free time. And really what's happening now is that, like, I get a couple builds done, but I don't have time to edit and do the voiceovers. So, like, what's happening is I do the builds and then I do some editing, and then I'm like, by the end of the week I'm like scrambling trying to get more than one build out, and then I finally do a voiceover on Friday night. That's where I am right now. It's Friday night, and I'm doing my voiceover for my Sims 4 build because I'm cool. This is what it's like, kids, when you get older. You spend your Friday nights doing Sims 4 voiceovers. And then I'm going to upload videos on Saturday because that's when I get a lot of views anyway, which is awesome. So that's kind of like my plan going forward. But what that does mean is next weekend it might be tough for me to get a video out. Fortunately, I already have one mostly finished edited. I just need to do another voiceover, so hopefully I'll just be able to upload that one instead. But I really want to start getting my medieval stuff out, which I've started to record as well. I have one build finished, and then I'm going to do some more this weekend, and I'm going to finish the voiceover for the other one. So I'm excited about that. Hooray! But yeah, so I really had a lot of fun with this build. I used a lot of clutter items. It's definitely traditional on the inside. I use a lot of stuff from Get Together. I use a lot of stuff from... Well, actually, maybe that's not true. I don't remember if I use a lot. I use a lot of stuff from the Vampire Pack, which is kind of ironic. I use a lot of stuff from the Parenthood Pack, which is awesome. I love the Parenthood Pack so much. I was recently watching a video by Deligracy, and she was talking about how the Parenthood Pack is so good for builders, and she's totally right. I agree with her 100% because there's just so much good stuff in there. And then this is me trying to figure out how to get that spice rack up against the wall, and then I figured out just do that. That's easy. Hooray! And the way that I do that is I use Control 9 to lift it up, and then I move the counter out of the way, and then I use the Alt key to put it where I want it, and then just put the counter back. So yeah. And if you want like building tutorials, I think I may have already said this, but if you want building tutorials, which I was thinking maybe doing a couple myself, but like there's already a ton out there. In fact, James from the Sim Supply, he's also on my channel's page, but I'll link him and his tutorials down below in the description box. He's so good at doing the tutorials. There's like a bunch of building tutorials, all kinds of really cool stuff. So I'll link that. So that way, that's how I learned how to do just about everything. Like I learned some stuff from other builders, but most of the basic stuff I learned from James and the Sim Supply. So shout out to James. Thanks a lot. You're a hero. Appreciate it. So yeah, I had a lot of fun building this room. The layout for the living room, which we just moved to, I am super proud of because it's very different. It's like not the kind of layout that you would normally see or that I would normally do. I just kind of came up with it in the moment. Because usually I'll have either a fireplace or a TV, or I'll put the TV on top of the fireplace, and I think that's pretty common. Like a lot of builders do that. But I actually have a fireplace and a TV, but they're in different places in the room, and the layout is kind of funky, but it totally works, and I really, really like it, and I'm super proud of it. So here it comes. And then, of course, you have to have a chess table, because otherwise, how are you supposed to get your logic skill so that you can become a doctor? I wish that was how the real world worked. I wish I could just spend like 10 hours painting and then all of a sudden be an expert painter. That'd be great. I guess it's not quite 10 hours. I don't know. Whatever it is in sim days, I will take that. I'll take it, if I knew for sure in that many days, whatever it is, 20 sim days. I could be an expert painter. I would definitely dedicate 20 real life days to doing it. Oh man, if only the Sims were real life. I could become a plant sim. That'd be awesome. Yeah, so I'm really excited for these new packs to come out. I really hope that we get an announcement soon about a release date. I know Toddlers is supposed to be coming out soon. That one I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, okay, great. We just got a bunch of free Toddler stuff, so I'm not like super excited about that. I might be the only one. When it does come out, I'll definitely do a review. I'll definitely take a look at it. And I know I'll use all the stuff from it. I'll buy it and everything. Um, so I'll take a look at it. But what I'm more excited about is the Eco Stuff Pack. I'm super excited about that. I can't wait for that to come out. Even though laundry I could take or leave. Sorry. If you're someone who really wanted laundry, I just don't really get it. I don't really care. But I am super excited for the other stuff. So that's awesome. I can't wait for that to come out. I wish they would give us a release date. And then pets, man. Like, when are they going to tell us? Like, we all know it's coming. We've seen the code. We've seen the hints. Like, we know it's coming. Just tell us when it's coming. It's driving me crazy. Ugh. So now we've moved on finally upstairs. This room is going to be kind of like a teenager's bedroom or like a pre-teen's bedroom. And I'm really excited about how this one came out as well. I think it looks really realistic. It reminds me of like my bedroom growing up. There's like the closet, and then there's like a little desk. I put like the sparkle lights above the window and a bunch of posters on the wall. I think it looks really realistic. If you download this off the gallery, which is super cool, a lot of folks already have. So if you download it and you find that there's things that you want to change, like obviously just change it, take stuff out. Maybe you don't want this room to be pink. Maybe you want to put somebody who doesn't like pink in this room. Great, change it. I used the Alt key to lean the mirror against the wall. I thought that was pretty cool. And then the journal, the new journal from the Parenthood Pack, that's pretty cool. I really like that feature. And I miss a lot of features. Recently, I posted in the Sims 4 community about like what social interactions you miss. And I got reminded of so many cool things that we used to have in The Sims 2 and probably Sims 3. I haven't played a lot of Sims 3. I have it, but I haven't played a whole lot of it. So like one thing people brought up, I had originally said like playing catch, but other people brought up like slow dancing. Oh, I do miss slow dancing. I think that's probably the one social interaction that I miss the most is slow dancing. And then teens sneaking out of the house and the cops bringing them home. That was so funny in The Sims 2. And that would have been a perfect thing to add to the Parenthood Pack. Like that's a missed opportunity right there. That stinks. I would really love to see that. Oh man, I'm trying to hold in a yawn. It's only 11:40 on a Friday. Oh boy. It's not good. So yeah, what are some social interactions that you miss? Let me know about that. Um, yeah, and like a lot of stuff with the babies too. You used to be able to like change babies on a changing table. You used to be able to like wash them in the sink, give them a bath in the sink. It was super cute. I remember that. I remember like way back in the day, I took this great screenshot of like one of my dad's Sims washing his baby in the sink, and there was like a mirror image, and it was like because of the mirrors like in front of the sink, and it was so cute, and I loved it. See if I can dig that up maybe and share it. So now, speaking of babies, we're in what is a nursery. I couldn't think of that word for a minute. In the nursery, and it's mostly blue stuff in the nursery. And this one I think looks pretty good too. I wish I cluttered it up a little bit more. I noticed from one angle from the screenshots that it's not quite cluttered enough, and I forgot to put curtains in, which is dumb because we just got those great curtains with like the free toddler stuff. Ugh. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. And then there's the bear whose name I adore, Blarfy, Blarfy the bear. It's hilarious to me. I love like silly, stupid names. Obviously, because my channel name and my gamer tag is JustJurassic_Snark. Yeah. So I love that silly, stupid name. I had a little bit of a tough time decorating the walls in this room. You'll see I kind of start to have a hard time here. And then I finally kind of figured out it looks okay. And then over here, I'm just like, I don't even know what I was trying to do. This doesn't make any sense for a baby's room, first of all. Second of all, it just looks dumb. Like, look at me. Ugh, that's ridiculous. What are you doing? Oh, man. Take it down. So then I finally figured out I haven't used that nightlight. I keep forgetting to use the nightlight, the really cool one from the Parenthood Pack. I'm about to pull it up. There it is. And so I kind of swapped that out with the paintings above the crib, and it looks so much better. Ugh, I fixed it. Hooray. So I skipped in this video like the bathrooms. I didn't like show the bathrooms. I cut out some of the landscaping because, again, like I said, this video is already stupid long. You know, I don't want to cut out too much stuff, but I definitely didn't want to split it into 2 videos either because it's not, I feel like it's not big enough to split into 2 videos. And you know what? I know most of you stop watching now at this point anyway, so like, who cares? It doesn't matter how long my videos are. Most people will have stopped watching after the first 5 minutes, so whatever. And if you're still watching, you are awesome. So you should comment down in the comments if you're still watching at the 26-minute mark, because you are a hero, my friend. So now we're in the hallway upstairs. We're getting close to the end. We're getting near to the finish line. We just have the 3rd story to do after this. So here is the master bedroom. We're doing the master bedroom here. This room looks pretty cool. I like this room a lot. I wish those curtains matched up a little better. Ugh, curtain snappage. Another one of those things about the rules of which I cannot quite figure out. So yeah, I use the big fancy bed. Super expensive. It's like 8,000 simoleons. That's one of the things that jacks up the price. But it is a really cool bed. That's one of the things I like about custom content. They can make things like literally like $10 and then have like the highest, like the highest stats, so that it's like, comfort 10, energy 10, like discomfort relief 10, like all that good stuff. And then it's really cheap. And then conversely, sometimes it's like the opposite. Sometimes like it's like okay, but like there's one bed, custom content bed that I downloaded. It's like 10,000 simoleons. It doesn't make any sense. And it doesn't even look that good. I don't know. Like I got it because I wanted it for a cheap apartment, like storyline that I was doing, like someone who lives in a cheap apartment in San Myshuno, and it was super expensive, so I ended up using something else instead. So here I am. I'm in the debug menu again to find some cool stuff to put on the vanity. So like I said, when you use show hidden objects, it gives you the debug item menu, and that's a bunch of cool stuff, like anything that the Sims ever use, like in their hands, that they can pick up, or sometimes stuff that appears in like community lots, like parks and that kind of stuff. All of like the vegetables and the fish and all that kind of stuff. It's all available in the debug menu. So I went through and I found all of the stuff that they use at the vanity table. So like lipstick, eyeliner, blush, the blush compact, the blush brush. It took me a little while to find it because a lot of things aren't listed as what they are. They're just listed as debug. So sometimes it could take a long time to find stuff. But after a while, you start to get used to like the order that it's in, and you become faster at finding things. But it does take a little while to get used to. But anyway, you're going to see it. I take forever to find it. And then finally, because I'm just searching through, and then finally I type in, I think I typed in eye right there to find the eyeliner. And then I was like, oh, duh. So let's see what else there is. And so then I try blush, and I find the compact and the brush. But I think it just looks really cool. It just makes it look way more realistic. And I think that's one of the things about this build, for at least for the decorations of the interior, that I like the most. And so then we just put in a couple more things to finish off this room, and then we'll move on to the 3rd floor, and we'll be almost finished with this build. Thanks for sticking with me. If you've stuck around this long, like I said, you're a super big hero. So we're about to go. Here we go. Yep, and the 3rd floor. And then that's the bed from the painter career. Again, you get that by doing the BB ignore gameplay unlocks entitlement to get that bed from the career rewards for the artist career. And so in this room, I put a bunch of paintings on the wall. I really cluttered it up. Paintings all over the wall. And then I put a bunch of rugs on the floor, all kind of like willy-nilly all over the place. I wanted it to look really like lived in and kind of messy. I thought maybe like the secret room could be because this is the room from which you get to the secret room in the turret. So I thought maybe this room, the secret room, could be like a like an artist's loft or something like that, an art studio or something like that. But anyway, like I said, it's up to you. If you download this, you can make it all sorts of cool secret stuff, like a laboratory or something like that. Who knows? Maybe a secret sim lives there. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I super appreciate you watching my builds. Again, like, subscribe, hit that bell so you see my content in the future, and have a really, really great rest of your day. I will see you soon.